What's up, YouTube? This is Alpha Prime of Prime Union, bringing you another Transformers video, and this time I'm going to try out some of these G1 cores that I just got. So, if you watched my other video on the cracking one, you'll see that I got the gold Prime core, and I haven't leveled these ones up yet. I'm thinking I will once I've got enough energy on now to level it up, but don't think I need to level it up just quite yet. But I'm going to go ahead and do some attacks. I normally play some Transformer music in the background, but I'm just loving this G1 soundtrack that we're getting now for the game. So I'm just going to go ahead and just keep that soundtrack going instead of playing some Transformers in the background. I'm going to do a war attack now. We are in the Cybetron League right now, and we're on a really nice run. We got lucky and we beat Scorched Earth the other day, and then on to another con team, Virus Cutters. So let's try out that new Prime Core that I equipped on my Optimus Prime. Now, the base has to be pretty strong, otherwise my 5-star Prime is pretty beastly, and he's just gonna survive throughout the match anyway, and I won't even need to utilize that core. But let's see what happens here. Okay, this first base doesn't look too threatening, to be honest, but I'm gonna play along and deploy Prime first, and see what happens. Try to get him to try to get his life down a little bit. Let's see here. Let's put in an extra gunner in case here, because again, I don't want to heal up Prime here. I want to try out that new G1 core. So if you watched my video earlier, I showed that Prime gets an invulnerability shield once his life drops below 30%. So let's watch out for that. Now, I'm thinking this is kind of cool because if you're rushing a base, and I'm going to try rushing this base, you'll get like a Rodimus shield, the Matrix Burst. So it's like a free Matrix Burst, so you don't have to bring Rodimus along. Or, sorry, now they renamed him to Hot Rod again. You don't have to bring Hot Rod along on your battle. So, yeah, you'll get that invincibility boost without it. So let's try Prime. So you can see here he's got the nice G1 skin, and I got the 5-star, so you get the little shiny glow around Prime. So let's, I'm just going to fool around a little bit here. I want to take some damage, as you can see. So let's just take some damage, and then let's rush over here. So as you can see, my Prime is pretty beastly. He's still at 50% life here, but I'm getting close. Oh, there you go. And I'm to 30%, and he's not invulnerable to the Mindwipe meld, as you saw there. So that's kind of disappointing. I was hoping that Prime would be invulnerable to that mind meld from Mindwipe, as his core states. Gonna have to email Space Ape and just investigate that a little bit further. That might be just a little glitch in the game here. But that's my my first war attack, and testing out that Prime core. So you can see that it didn't really work that well. I'm going to share that with the team. Didn't work G1 Prime core didn't work when I used it on Prime. Didn't work when Mindwipe hit him. So that's a good thing. Always share your replays, because you want your friends to see what's going on with these cores. I do like the skin though. That alone is, I mean, money for me. I'm a big fan of those skins. And next, I'm going to try out Blaster for you guys. But let's have another look at Prime in all his G1 glory. So here's G1 Prime. Here's my 5-star, and he's got that skin on him, which is really, really cool. Look at all that little detail. It's awesome. I'm a big fan of this G1 core update. And then here's my 4-star Prime without the core. And so you see he's got that Combiner Wars mold, the Voyager class Prime mold. He's featuring the wheels on his arms and stuff like that. Not my favorite Prime rendition, but you know, can't complain. It's Prime, right? So that is Prime with the new core. Let's try the Blaster out now. I'm sure you guys want to see Blaster in action here. So G1 cores. Let's equip Blaster with the G1 core. So I got the Rejuvenate on him. I like Rejuvenate. It's one of my favorite go-to cores. If you don't know what to do, put Rejuvenate on your bot. You'll recover, you know, a few hundred life every 5 seconds. So that's a few thousand life over a full battle. It's a good core to get, or to have if you don't know what to do. So G1 Blaster, when your minions hit 0 health, they release an EMP, stunning nearby targets for 3.4 seconds. Now let's max that one out. I've got a ton of cores here to use up, so let's see. 1 gold core there got my silver core all the way up to a level 7. So gold cores are amazing. They don't drop as frequently as, say, a silver core. So in reality, you kind of want to use up these silver cores instead. I wouldn't typically want to use up too many gold cores to fuse stuff, just because silver cores are so easy to get. You get 1 in every 10 dupes, for example. So you can see how many silver cores I have, and bronze cores as well. The only reason why I'm using more silver cores, I typically use more of the bronze cores to fuse, but I just don't want you guys to sit there watching me try to load up this Blaster core. So here we go. I'm going to max this out, and we've got level 10, 5.2 seconds when your minions hit 0 health. I think this is going to be a pretty good bot to put in your outpost. So that'll be interesting to see. So let's make a Blaster team. I want to highlight Blaster here and not have too much going on here. So let's put Blaster on this walk team here. So I've got a walk team. Blaster's the highlight of the walk team. Got a jet, 3 gunners, and 3 healers here. I'm just going to go ahead with my 3-star healers, just because you know, it's fun. I like to use up my healers. Love the healers, and I'd love to get that Wheeljack core next, or the Ratchet core that's on the way. So I am looking forward to those bundles. I would definitely get those ones because Ray Booster is so damn hard for me to get. I've been hunting those forever, and I can't get a gold Ray Booster to save my life. So at least you have a better you have better odds if you spend some money on, say, a Ratchet bundle or something like that. The odds of getting the Ratchet dupe is much higher. So let's go ahead and let's try out Blaster's minions here. I'm going to remember, they stun when they die. So unfortunately, there he goes. There's one dead, and as you can see, it did stun that. Cannon, which is kind of cool. But overall, my minions don't have too much health. I think I kind of neglected my Blaster a bit, just because I kind of found him useless as a bot. He's cool looking and all, but overall pretty ineffective bot for fighting. He doesn't have a shield, his minions die pretty fast, so that was really smart of Space Ape to give him a nice little boost with these minions. Let's try it again here. The good thing about minions is you can spawn them over walls, and there you go. They die, and they freeze that cannon up. So it's a little bit of a gimmick. I don't find it super useful in, say, an attack. I think it'd be more useful in a war, or a defense. So I'll have to post a blaster defense for you guys once I get one. So I'm thinking I'll swap blaster in, level up those minions a bit more. My minions are a bit weak. I think they're level 6 or something like that. So I think you should have like level 8 minions or something like that would be more effective in your attacks and in your defense. But there you go. That's the blaster one, and that was Blaster with his new G1 skin. Look at him, so cool. And I mean, I grew up with the G1 figures. I'm in my late 30s now, and I collected all the G1 figures when I was young. And in my 20s, I went ahead and repurchased them all. So if you want to see my collection, it's in another one of my videos in my playlist. Please browse through my videos. Really appreciate it. And please like and subscribe if you like what you saw here. And please feel free to leave a comment if there's a video that you are looking for. I'll try to accommodate if it makes sense. Again, like some people ask me for War Attack videos, and I mean, I posted that War Attack video there. It was an alliance that we don't typically encounter too much, but just out of respect for the other top 4, I typically don't like to post too many War Attacks on YouTube. So here is Blaster with his new G1 kind of shell. I mean, his new skin, and you can see that the minions didn't get the minicons. They didn't get that skin update the same as, say, Blaster. There's no shading on the back, and I guess we talked to the developer about that, or the developer, sorry, was on YouTube, and he explained that that was a little hack to put those minions in, because that's the only bot with those, or Soundwave and Blaster are the only bots with those minions there. So that's why you're not seeing the cell shading on those minicons. So you can see they're the same here too, and only Blaster got that update. Okay, well, that's that for my cores. I guess if you want to see me equip Wheeljack, I could, but I mean, yeah, it's only a bronze. Who cares about that, right? So anyhow, just want to thank you guys again for watching. Really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe, and if you want me to like and subscribe to you as well, just give me a shout and let me know. Thanks for watching. This is Alpha Prime of Prime Union, part of the Prime Union family. Again, I'm ranked 375, but our alliance is ranked #1 in terms of medals in the world. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.